So it's nice. It's nice to have you guys back on the show. Gravetripper, New Hampshire doom metal band. I do want to ask, what's it like being a doom metal band in New Hampshire?
Lonely.
Yeah, lonely is a good way to sum it up. Man.
there's a few of us here. It's just kind of spread out right now, and it's such a it seems like there's just so many different types of metal that it's kind of hard to put together a show with just doom bands. There's always some other, we end up, again, I mean, I'm not saying it like it's a problem. It's not a problem. It's awesome. You get to meet different people. You're exposed to different genres of music and everything, which is great, which is wicked cool, man. So I'm not just a fan of like doom metal. I'm a fan of like pretty much, I mean, I'm a fucking fan of everything, honestly, but just to get a fucking doom show together is like, I mean, like, I don't like maybe two bands outside of us that I know of, are doom metal bands that we can get a hold of and be like, hey, you guys down to play a show just like New Hampshire bands. Like, so for example, I got in contact with the Capitol Center of the Arts up in Concord, New Hampshire. So it's a nice stage, and they were interested in wanting to bring different types of music in there. Like, I've been there. I saw like jam bands and stuff there. Like this band called Jam Antics it was pretty cool. It's like some hour and a half of dudes just fiddling on fucking Stratocasters and doing weird jam band shit. Yeah, it was a cool show, but it's an awesome venue. And I'm like, dude, how sick would that be to get like just a bunch of fucking dope New Hampshire bands in the Capitol Center for the Arts, the Bank of New Hampshire stage. So they have like different stages and stuff in there, but like that's like the nice one. It'd be cool to just put like a showcase together for like New Hampshire metal bands in the capital, of New Hampshire. But like, we've played one show so far, not in Massachusetts. So it's, wow. I mean, that was in Nashua. I mean, might as well be Mass, dude.
Damn.
But like, there's not a lot of, if there is, there's just not a lot of exposure. Maybe we're just, not seeing it because we're not that close to the action. We don't live in Manchester. We don't live in Nashua, Concord area, so maybe we're just not seeing it. But, as far as, like Facebook groups and stuff like that, a lot of the metal on the Facebook New Hampshire metal, like, groups is like, really extreme, fucking, like grindcore type stuff or real heavy extreme death metal type stuff. But we got to start rallying the troops, man. It's got to be more than just 3 fucking doom bands out of New Hampshire.
So it's you guys, Hobo Wizard too, right?
Yeah, Hobo Wizard. Archdruid's out of Manchester, right? Archdruid's out of Manchester.
From Manchester.
Yeah.
They're fucking sick riffs, dude. Like,
awesome. Yeah, so
female singer, so like you don't see that very often.
Heavy Coven as well, female singer, pretty awesome.
Yeah. So a bunch of those. The drummer, and the drummer's a female too, of Heavy Coven, right?
Yeah.
I
think so.
The guitar player are in the other band we played with not too long ago, the Outlords. It's like another sludge doom metal band we just played with down in Wilmington not too long ago.
Cool.
But I think her and the guitar player played both of those bands. But they just played at the Midway, I believe.
Yeah, the Midway.
I love the Midway.
And the Jungle too.
No shit.
Yeah, have you been in the Jungle yet? It's like this.
No.
It's this huge. The stage is so elevated. It's like the most elevated stage I've seen in a club. So you're looking like down at the audience. It's pretty sick, actually.
Wow,
that's pretty.
But it's kind of a small venue. It's like a nice, small, intimate club, but the Jungle's nice. So we talked before about the name Gravetripper. It's not related to acid, right? It was just like
we've all done our
I have a CDL, so I don't get to do the cool guy marijuana stuff. I don't really get to drink very much either, but I do eat a fair share of mushrooms, truth be told. So unfortunately, sometimes probably when I shouldn't be, which includes right before I'm going on stage.
Really?
So, last time we played at the Nashville Garden, I took a fucking handful of mushrooms, boom, to the face. Shut my door to go back inside. Dylan needs something out of the car. I'm like, oh yeah, let's just go get it, dude. I go to pull it open, the fucking door's locked, dude. And I just hear heat on the seat. I'm like, man, we got like 20 minutes to figure this out, dude, before I start fucking losing it, dude. And like barely, like in the nick of time, I get like somebody there had AAA, which was awesome, and we got the car open, got the keys and all that shit. Like, oh, it was a nightmare too. The alarm system went off on the car. They had to like disconnect the battery to shut the alarm off. Like the fucking tow truck guy didn't know what to do. It's great. But all of this is as like the mushrooms are starting to kick in, man. But like, yeah, I'm like powering through this shit. I got so much going on that I'm not really like noticing it really until like we're going up the stairs. We're about ready to go on too. Like, I mean, we're coming right down to the wire. I got my keys and everything. Like, I'm grabbing my guitar and like walking up to like, I mean, it's not really a stage, but there's just like an area up there where we're playing, and it just like it's like just hitting you like, dude. I blew up his amp that night, dude.
Oh God, Jesus.
It's so fucking bad, dude. I couldn't function well, dude. It was awesome. You were tripping that night too, man.
I had the harsh reality of like realizing I don't even know how to explain it, man. It doesn't make any sense at all. But I was just walking up the stairs and I was like, wow, legs, man. Like, I don't know what to do without me really thinking that much. It was crazy. It was like the whole theme of my night for some reason. Like,
my legs like when like your fucking amp pop, like it just went out. I look back and I see all this smoke. It probably wasn't that much smoke, man, but I'm like tripping sack, dude. I'm like, oh, is it on fire, dude?
Oh my God.
Luckily I didn't panic, so like
it's all right. It was just a bump guitar, man. Those things suck anyways.
Apparently.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
now, do shrooms affect the writing process at all? Are they like a help? Like, do you trip and write at all? No?
No, I want to, honestly. I mean, you know, for a lack of sounding like a fucking, you know, guy that just takes drugs to write music, like, I'm a single dad, so I don't have the luxury of being able to do that, you know, during the week. So, like, on weekends, I don't have my daughter, she's with her mom. Like, that's when I would have the opportunity to do something like that. And I just haven't got around to it. I got some in the cabinet right now. I got fucking quarter ounce fucking cabinet right now. It's ready to go.
Or if it's like at a show, it helps you like get in the zone, you know, especially like playing doom metal. You know, you can't do that sober.
Yeah.
No, I can do that sober.
And like, you know, I don't drink very often. And like it really sucks being there at a show and you're just like sober, like, what do I do with my hands, dude?
What do I do with my hands?
Well, you can't sit like this because then you're looking like trying to be a bad alcoholic. I can't sit there with my hands in my pockets because then like, you know, you don't look interested. It's like you look like you're bored or something. I'm like, and I like we played a show at Ralph's in Worcester, and oh my god, I was freaking bag like hard. And I'm like getting fucking exhausted from all the lights and everything. And I got my hands. This is my dilemma. I'm like, shit. Have them in my pockets, like just because like at this point I'm starting to think about it now. I'm like, fuck, I have arms, dude. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to keep them in my pockets. I'm like, oh, they're gonna think I'm bored. They're gonna think I don't like it. And oh, it's an awesome show. But all the lights, I was fucking exhausted. What a night. But that Ralph's definitely took too much. I think it affected my playing a lot too, which was unfortunate. But
dude, Ralph's was fun. That was a good show.
Yeah.
Ralph's is cool.
Yeah,
that was fucking sick stage too. That's kind of a cool place.
All the like 3D art they have everywhere in there. It's like wicked cool.
Oh, I loved that 3D art for a while too, man. And then fucking flashing lights and shit started hitting them, and I'm like, oh shit, man. Oh, dude, that was such a wild night. this poor fuck had to work the next day, man. So he had to like literally just
Damn.
play.
I played and then I left.
Man, you missed out. It's fucking wild. Homegirl from the Nashua Garden that like runs like the booking and stuff up there, Emily. She has this like fucking like monster fucking like dildo with a suction cup on the end of it. And she was like throwing it.
Trash dildo.
Yeah, just like throwing it in. Cool as shit. It was so fucking funny. So he flung it up and it like started flipping up like this, and it landed flat on the floor on the suction cup and just went.
Oh
like,
my god!
I don't even fucking laugh so hard. I thought like pissed myself. That was a pretty fucking good show too. That was like it was one of the things we were talking about last time. Like we played, it was a pretty mixed bag of genres of music there. You know, punk.
Yeah, that made for a cool.
Yeah, that one band was kind of like a hardcore band.
That one band, it was like all these dudes that all looked like they were like 15.
Oh shit!
They were like
these kids were shredding too. Like they were young. They looked young.
And like they didn't even really fall into a specific.
Yeah,
genre.
they were
like they just kind of mixing everything, which was
the
really cool.
doom type shit they were playing was so fucking good. Those riffs were so tight, and they were like just like the thrashy metal shit they were playing was super tight.
Like technical doom.
Yeah, really
technical doom.
And they were rotating. They were like rotating on the stage. They would like rotate instruments, like the bass player would go back and play drums.
Damn.
Like they would like rotate, like it's fucking wild. And they were young. They were there with their parents and shit. Like
that's crazy. You see so many of those musicians now, because back in the day it was like, you know, it's not like you can just go on YouTube and learn how to be a drummer or like a bassist or like a, you know, now kids are just like growing up and they just have everything at their fingertips. And so, yeah, I guess everyone could just play every instrument in the band now with like, you know, especially if they're kids, like they must have just grown up like ripping YouTube or like that guy, Marty Music, who does like the guitar lessons. What's that guy with there's a guy with like a fedora. I think his name's like Marty or something.
Yeah. Oh, Marty Schwartz.
Yeah, Marty.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. Oh, that guy's taught me how to play so many different. He's been around.
Same dude. Yeah.
Marty's been around for a fucking hot minute, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't know you guys. I was like, shit, man. I know that guy.
Yeah,
I feel like I know him, you know? Like he's so friendly.
Yeah, he's cool. He seems just like the most like just chill dude too. Like that's the guy I want to teach me guitar.
He's also an incredible teacher. Like I can't imagine what he's like in real life, like hands-on with somebody. If he's that good on a video, like he's got to be like spot on in real life. Like shit, if I was like an actor or like a producer or a director or something, I needed one of my actors to like play something in a movie right quick, I'd get a guy like that to like show and sit down with somebody for like an hour. Because like I'm just saying, he's that good on the video. There's no way he's even better in real life. Like
he's in it.
Yeah, like he offers like his own he has like his own like website, I'm sure, like Patreon and all that shit too. So like he's fucking getting after it, which is sick. That reminds me of it. It's not related to doom at all. It's gonna fucking bug me. Is a Spanish guy. He does like YouTube videos and like TikTok and stuff. His name's like he's like this. Man, what is his name? El Sabatino or something like that. This guy is like ridiculous. He does like he was playing like this Avenged Seven, like that Backcountry song with one hand. Like smoking a joint with the other one. The guy is bananas. Apparently, I was watching this video. He's like teaming up with some like this company that like teaches kids how to play drums and shit through like video, like YouTube and stuff. I'm like, that's the guy I want teaching my kids how to fucking play drums. I'm like, if you can play that one-handed, what can't you play, dude? Like, I gotta know. Like,
imagine being like a kid and being like, hey, want to see a video of my drum teacher? And it's that shit. Like,
I feel like he was playing wild Heretic Anthem by Slipknot with one hand and like drinking a coffee and like scrolling on his phone. I'm like, that's bananas, dude. Like, I couldn't in my dreams play that song like on the drums. Like, not that I'm a drummer anyway, but
that's like it's like the guy from Def Leppard, right? Doesn't he only have like one arm?
Yeah, he sets his shit up differently though. It's set up like I think his snare, like he controls a snare with like his foot.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
This dude plays like his hi-hats like with like one end of his stick and like with the other end, like he's just like, it's crazy how he does it with his hands, and he's so fast. It's like unbelievable how fast that guy is.
Yeah.
He does a ton of cool shit, but that guy is bananas. Like that guy, I feel like if you could pick somebody's brain for a little bit, it's got to be that guy. If you're a drummer, anyway, you know what I mean. Like that would be the guy
totally.
I would want teaching my kids.
You know what I love, man? Love those videos of the dudes with like no arms playing guitar with their feet, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man! Speaking of which, have you seen that video of the guy? He posted this video. It's like the headline is "If Electric Wizard Wrote Paranoid" by Black Sabbath.
No.
And it's literally Paranoid in the style of Electric Wizard. It sounds just like fucking Electric Wizard.
Dude,
but he has
sounds
like
awesome.
his left hand is like jacked up. It's just like flaps of skin.
Oh yeah, he only has like 2 fingers.
Yeah, they're not even like fingers, they're like little like
he has like
skin.
half fingers.
But he like plays he has like a MIDI keyboard, he has the drums on. It's like it's a full production. It's cool as shit. You should look it up. It's fucking really good.
I'll totally check that out. That reminds me of do you know the Monolord cover of Fairies Wear Boots?
Yeah. Fuck.
Awesome. They like take this, it's like a 15-minute song and they just slow it down. That's all they do.
Man.
And it translates so well. Like it's scary how well it translates.
That the last, I would say like 40 maybe seconds of that song makes me want to throw the fucking house out the window. Like the last verse of that song, dude. I'm like, that shit gives me hyped up, man. Like, I wish I would love to hope and wish that someday like I wrote a song that some kid in like 20 years is like, dude, that song makes me want to throw the fucking house out the window.
Yeah.
You know, like
upstairs lighting his homework on his phone. I don't need this shit.
Burn! Motherfucker's got Gravetripper going in the fucking background. Man.
And it's just such an awesome, like the lyrics are just so amazing. I think it's like about they were like tripping and then got like attacked by skinheads or something. There's some weird lore behind it. Do you know it?
No, that makes a lot of sense though. Fucking around that area though, and that time too. It was fucking like that was like the start of the whole like skinhead shit, wasn't it? Like
yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy hearing stories about Black Sabbath, like when they were just like a garage band. Like I heard stories from like Iomi where they're just all in a van. And they're just like, they just all have the cold, like all the time. They're just all sick, you know? And then every week they decide, are they going to put their money towards cigarettes or food? And Tony's like, that was going towards some darts, you know? So it's like,
some darts.
So it's like,
that's so funny.
Dude, first doom metal band. And it's like, I feel like that like lifestyle is still alive, you know?
Yeah, it for sure is. Like, I swear, sometimes, like, glad it's not, but like, I think every once in a while, I'm like, man, if I didn't, I'm sure a lot of people think of this. So this is dark. I shouldn't even say this, but
yeah.
Like, oh, if I didn't have the kid, like, I would totally be doing that shit. I would have fucking. I mean, that's kind of what I was doing before I had the kid, but yeah, I was playing a different style of music back then, and I lived out west. And I lived in Oklahoma, and we were doing a lot of like red dirt country, which is like kind of a like country fried, like southern rock type stuff. So, I played lead guitar for a band out there doing that for a while, and that was fun. And I think that probably should have picked up more than it did, but it didn't. And shit happens, and here I am. But
yeah, it's like life can be weird. You know, you never know where one thing ends up. And here we are with Gravetripper.
Yeah,
the new project. And I think it's gonna go great because you guys haven't even like really gone on Spotify yet, really dipped into streaming at all. You're still just trying to do shows, get your stuff out there. Do you guys like have a plan on like when you would, even if you would want to go into streaming? And like try to get your stuff like really out there, or maybe like reach out to like a label at all?
Label, I don't. For me personally, I don't know that. I mean, that's up to you guys. I feel like we got to be more focused on getting tighter as a group and working on our studio shit that we went like we had like that one time in the studio.
Yeah, we had one recording session.
We've been fucking having gigs and shit,
Yeah,
and all that. So
Yeah.
we have plans in the process right now. I'm trying to get in, finish recording something. We're looking at maybe 4 songs right now.
Cool.
And see how that goes. Get on the old Spotify train and
yeah, put out like an EP or something.
Yeah, just 4 songs for now, I think.
Cool.
I think we only have maybe like 8 songs altogether, maybe 9 or so. Written right now. Even well enough to probably record. I mean, honestly, we play them pretty well. We're pretty tight. We have pretty much figured out at this point anyway. They're not even really demos, but we have, I think, our 4 strongest songs right now. We're gonna record and get those out on Spotify, iTunes, all that, YouTube Music, and all that cool shit.
Awesome.
Someday we're working on it.
Yeah, exciting. Now, I love some of the covers you guys do as well, because I saw you guys at the Vernon, and you did half of a Hole in the Sky cover. The first half was really awesome. I will say that.
What the fuck happened? I stepped on my cord or something. I can't fucking remember what it was. Oh my god, that pissed me off. I love that song. I love that fucking song.
Dude, we could do like Hole in the Sky Part 1.
Yeah.
First album,
Part 2
on the next one.
It's gonna be a hidden track though for the people who buy the CD.
Yeah.
Right? So it'll be like track 99 or 98 or whatever. Yeah, skip all the way down, and then you'll hear the first half, and then the second half will be the
Hole in the Sky 1.5.
Yeah, we'll finish it sometime. Next time we play at Vernon, we'll do the second half of it.
Yeah. Sick.
I think you laugh. Let's do it, man. I think it's the 21st. We're playing on the 21st of June.
Awesome.
With a couple other people. I think my buddy Kelly's putting that together, or trying to. So
Vernon's a great venue.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. That was the first show. It was fun.
Yeah.
The last time I got fucking absolutely hammered, like I'm hammered or slammered. We pulled up and said Narragansett on the sign. I'm like, I'm fucked.
Yeah, $2 Narragansetts.
Dude, I was pounding Gansett like it was my job, dude.
So they used to actually be $1.
What was that?
I think a month before you guys played there, they actually used to be $1.
Oh,
so you would literally get like a mug, like just a big. It was almost like an icy, because there'd be ice in it too.
Yes, yeah.
It was like, and the mug was chilled, and it was $1. It's like you can't go wrong, but it's like you got to just for $20 you can have like 20 drinks. Like it's
$20 you can have a belly full of Kansas.
Yeah, just insane. But it's awesome, man. So I do want to ask, are there any like covers you haven't done that you would like to, or any other covers you've done that isn't Hole in the Sky?
Yeah, boy, we've been killing Loverboy, working for the weekend.
Oh, really? No, what?
Yeah, so that's kind of like our sound check song right now. It's kind of like we just bust out a little bit of that. We'll do like the first 2 verses. We did the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, we did the whole thing last time.
Yeah.
Actually, on last show, he opened up with Seal. The Seal.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's from Rose, dude. That was we were testing the sound. The
fact there's so many other people singing along was so
the whole place was fucking ripping that song. And that's like, everybody in here is acting so tough and metal and shit. I'm a big, hairy, fucking scary Viking metal guys in there.
Yeah.
Singing that Seal song, man. Like, that's what's up.
Yeah, I just hate how people get so in their head with like being in a scene, and it's like they're just so narrow-minded with like, I just need to listen to, this kind of music from this region. It's not black metal unless it was made in like this era in this, like in Norway. It's like, come on, you know, it's like,
Right.
and I feel like that really ruins a lot of like music, because people miss out on like great bands and whole scenes. So it's cool, you know. I fully support shit like that.
Yeah, people get too
Keep
hung up on
going.
it. And like you were saying too, like things about like other people like the Beatles. Like who like you hate people hate on the Beatles. Like how the fuck you hate the Beatles, dude? The Beatles are awesome. Dude. How the fuck you hate the Beatles?
Are awesome.
Like they, you know what I mean? Like, or Nickelback. They sold like 100 million fucking records. They couldn't have been that bad. White Snake, that was another one. White Snake was cool to hate there for a while.
Yeah, White Snake. A lot of people bashed them. Just
Dude,
glam metal in
Night
general.
is like the best rock song ever, dude. Like what the fuck?
They wrote all the best stripping songs.
That's telling these guys, man. We should fucking like I threw it in the group text. I'm like, man, we should cover some Wasp, dude. You want to talk about?
Oh my god,
Dude,
Blackie Lawless.
Dude, what a nightmare! You gotta get him on the podcast, man.
Yeah, dude. I'll try.
Freak.
They just did a tour recently where they did like, dude, I'm not sure if you're keeping up with Wasp. They did like a tour and it was like 40 dates. And they just announced one in like Europe, and it's even more. It's like just insane. Like they're just
they're getting a lot of shit
out
now for using Pro Tools and shit in their live show.
Oh, really?
I don't give a fuck, dude. If it's a good show, it's a good show. You know, like it's that. You know what their thought behind that? It's got to be. I don't know the guys, but probably it's like they want to provide the best experience for the fans paying money to come see them. Nobody wants to go and see a fucking washed up Blackie Lawless fucking sitting up there. You know, like fucking Vince Neil or something. You know, nobody wants to see that, dude. I want to remember Blackie Lawless like from when I was a kid. That fucking maniac, you know, with the saw blades on his arms and stuff.
Yeah,
you know, like, that's that guy I want to remember. Like, I know everybody gets old to shit, dude. You know what? I don't care as long as it's fucking loud as fuck and sounds pretty good, dude. I'm sure.
People will like, you know, bash Wasp. They were like pretty hardcore
back in the day. They rip, dude. That song "Blind in Texas" is such a fucking dope song, but it's such a bass. It's like a blues song, really. Like, it's fucking, you know, that's rock and roll. Like, it's such a good song, and that guy's voice is so crazy, like
insane.
You know, like his kid also got me like, when growing up, like I always liked the Nazareth song "Hair of the Dog."
Yeah,
straight up, like was like, oh, yeah, it's a great song. But like we were talking about it the other day, and I'm at the gym just working out. I just threw on the album "Hair of the Dog," and like every fucking song on that album is a banger, dude. Like certified fucking banger. I'm like, dude, how have I not been like punching holes in the wall, getting hammered at this shit for 20 years? Where the fuck have I been this whole time? I'm like, of course, "Hair of the Dog" is such a great song. How could that have only been their only good song? No.
I know.
That guy too. What's the singer? It's like Dan something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dan Schnibblefritz.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
McMullen and the other Scottish or something. So that guy is a fucking maniac too. Like his voice is so wild. Like I love dudes who can sing like that. Like Bon Scott, this guy from fucking Nazareth, Blackie Lawless. Like the guys sound like maniacs. They sound crazy. Like it's fucking awesome.
Yeah. Also, like kind of Johnny Rotten in a way, because he doesn't even sound like a singer. He's just like some bloke.
Yeah,
like he sounds like someone who would like stab you in an alley. So it's like stuff like that I'm into, you know, where like Dave Mustaine,
Shane McGowan, like
it's
like Shane McGowan. Yeah, and you're like when you talk, like when you hear him talk, you can't understand a fucking thing he's saying. Right? Worse than Ozzy, like he needs like subtitles, hard subtitles, and he can't. Like his teeth are all crazy. Like then he starts singing.
Teeth are all
that guy's teeth is fucking nightmare fuel. Like, that is some scary shit. The guy from the Pogues, like his teeth is like dagger mouth, dude. Like daggers.
Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder if he hasn't fixed it just because of like his voice. You know, that's why Freddie Mercury like never fixed his teeth.
Oh yeah, because he was scared that like it shaped his mouth.
Yeah. So it could be that where he's like, I guess I'll just have like an awful, you know, mouth.
There's no way he could have had, because they were like rotting. They were. It's like bad.
Oh
like,
god.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know. I don't really follow the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the Pogues and all. I'm wicked into that, like traditional Irish music, like the Dubliners and like
Yeah.
like I love that kind of stuff, especially around St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, totally. But dude, yeah, Wasp is crazy though. I'm not sure if you like back in the day. I'm not sure if Blackie would do this, but like they would literally decapitate a pig with a chainsaw on stage.
Yeah, that's what
Like
I'm
just
talking about.
brutal stuff.
Yeah, dude, we gotta step our game up, dude. We don't anybody that's just like eggs and shit.
Would you guys ever do anything crazy on stage? Like, would you ever adapt, like, do like any kind of props or do the Gene Simmons thing where you're like, there's a torch, you blow the thing and it's like fire?
Oh, that'd be sick. But
I don't know.
I
was
like,
actually disappointed the other day because I was looking up, like, trying to figure out how to like forcefully projectile puke. Scientifically, there's no way to do it on purpose. It only happens when you're sick. But I would really like for like at least one show I could just projectile puke over the drum set and into the crowd.
Yeah, your stomach might fucking pop too.
why are those guys wearing ponchos?
Oh,
shit! Damn, what the fuck? Oh, like we played with that band Fog Wizard not too long ago. Yeah, my mic stand still got fake blood all over it from that.
Oh, those
like,
guys were.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the guy. Like, does he spit blood?
yeah,
like
blood. He has like this fucking like I don't know. It's like a face prosthetic that he like peels off, dude.
That's crazy.
It is pretty cool. I guess him and his wife run like a theater group. So like, yeah, they do all that cool shit, man. That band was sick, dude.
It said back of his vest said Captain Motherfucker. And he like rips his face off, right? And he's singing the song. And he like turns around, he's like shaking his ass. And he turns back around, he's got this stuffed animal squid hat on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They were fucking
great.
The guitar player for that band is fucking rad too, man.
Yeah.
Wicked good, dude. They played fucking War Pigs at the end of the night. I think they like went through their set and we were all like, yo, let's fucking keep going, dude. They're like, all right, we'll play War Pigs, dude. So they played War Pigs. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, we were all fucking right in fucking pocket that by that time. That was fun. That was a fun show. That was our second show at Shred City in like 3 weeks. So we played there with like Easy Chief and fucking some other bands. And then I think it was like 2 weeks later we played there again with the Outlords and Fog Wizard and Arch Druid.
Yeah.
And then we were supposed to play like last weekend, which would have been another 2 weeks afterwards. So we were going for the three-peat, a hat trick, if you will.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. So that, the guy who runs the place, Tommy, I guess, isn't doing too well. Shout out to Tommy for fucking having a sick venue and hope he's fucking getting better and everything. But that place is awesome. That is a great fucking place to see a show, man. If you've never been out there,
I'll try to. Yeah, sounds cool. Sounds awesome.
That place, dude, it's sick. It's like a music store that has fucking like a stage on it, and
it's all ages too, which is really cool.
Yeah, what's the venue?
Shred City.
Shred City. Okay, that's such a sick name.
Shred
City.
They've got like Jackson like guitars and shit on the wall, and like BC Rich Warlocks and shit. And it's a music store. You can like go in and like buy like guitar strings and shit, and they have a bunch of cool band shirts and stuff on the wall. There's a ton of cool stuff like everywhere in there. Wicked fucking chill.
That's cool. I was talking to someone last night and this guy was telling me, shout out Danny Kelly, awesome comic. But he was telling me like in the 80s and whatnot, Boston used to just be full of clubs, like music clubs. Like in a night, you can see like 5 shows a night. Just wild. But what happened is Dunkin' Donuts actually came in and bought them all out and turned them all into Dunkins.
No, motherfucks, dude.
So that's why that's why it's so many just these very independent, almost like music store clubs or like Paradise Rock Club.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately like that middle ground, like Middle East style venues were all bought out in, I think, the 90s, or the early 90s. Yeah. Which sucks. Like, it's just so awful.
Yeah,
but it's
that's
cool
how
how
here in New Hampshire. There's not a lot of places to play music like that.
yeah. But at
Dude,
least
I
we
like
got places like Ralph's, Hotel Vernon. You know,
Yeah,
they still are places, but you know, it just sucks in the world we live in now with some of these venues. But it's cool that, you know, a lot of bars, a lot of music stores have, you know, made a little section for bands and
yeah,
whatnot. So it is cool. Hotel Vernon, you know, just to bring it back to that, is just such a awesome, sick venue. And is almost like, and even Ralph's is almost cooler than any like just normal venue, because you walk in the bathroom and there's just like centerfolds everywhere.
yeah,
You know,
dude,
it's also a diner, you know, and it's like the coolest diner ever. So like, I guess you do get really awesome places in return, but you know,
Yeah.
it is a very self-marketing thing now. Instead of, you know, you work with one club and then all the clubs, you know, sign you. It's very independent now. But you know, I'm glad you guys are making your way around, and you're playing with a lot of punk bands too, which is, it was funny seeing you guys play with Slob Drop, because they're like skate punk.
I know, dude, it's awesome.
Yeah, they're sick. Like it was the first time I saw
awesome,
them
dude.
too.
So
Like,
it's
they're
great. It's
awesome.
like being a fan of that shit. Like, fuck, dude, I can go play this shit we play, and then like, fuck, dude, I can come down, hang out, watch a sick punk show. It's like, fuck, dude, it's like the best of both worlds, you know? Yeah, I don't have to fucking have a punk band to fucking hang out with punk bands, which is cool.
Totally. And do you don't mind at all playing with like punk and thrash bands?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I
not
really
at all.
don't. I like the diversity. You know, I like being able to fucking move around a little bit, fucking bit, and then you know, just absolutely just fucking just bang head. You know, like a fucking sick like sludge metal band. You know, just like we were like watching the Outlaws play. I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't know head to bang, dude. I'm like sitting there like, I know myself. I've never banged my head that hard because it's not fast. You know, I can't run around. I'm like, fucking, you just give it the business, dude. I haven't banged a head. I mean, I headbutt this kid at a party one time and fucking knocked him out with a headbutt. It was about that. It's been since I fucking headbanged.
Damn. Yeah.
That was like always that was my go-to, dude. Grab by the shirt,
Just knock him out.
Yeah, make sure you hit him right here. It's like fucking, if you don't, you miss. You fucking, yeah.
That's so funny. That's awesome.
Fucking head, dude. I got a big head. That's so funny. I was like headbanging like that. It's fun.
That's crazy, man. That's awesome. Now I do want to ask, and I guess this is for all of you guys, like, what are your biggest influences when it comes to this band? Do you pull from a lot of Sabbath, Doom, like not even Doom, like older stuff? Like what are some of your biggest inspirations?
Dude, Sabbath, like big time. Honestly, I listen like before I listened to a lot of like The Obsessed.
Yeah.
I'm such a huge Obsessed fan. I feel like anything Wino touches is fucking gold. Like I don't know why I'm so obsessed with that fucking guy. Yeah, he's cool and all, but it's that guy's the reason I even fucking play guitar. Like I remember buying 2 Obsessed CDs like a long time ago and being like, dude, all right, you know, here we go. So honestly, it's so funny that like I'll listen to The Obsessed. I've done this I've noticed it too. I'll be like just hanging out in this room, just listening to some like Obsessed and shit, and I'm like, dude, this music's so cool. It'd be cool to write something like that. And then like I'll get around to like playing around a riff and shit. And yeah, next thing I know, like I wrote out a song like, it sounds nothing like The Obsessed. Fuck, dude. Whatever. It sounds more like Black Sabbath than anything. I'll like when I was going over showing this guy the riffs and shit, like, God damn, dude, like I'm gonna get sued, man. Black Sabbath's gonna sue me. Fucking ripping off all their riffs, dude. Like it's so funny how much like influence that band has on so many different things.
Yeah.
Another, like for me, as far as like influence, a huge influence on me playing wise would be a guy like Greg Anderson from Sun. Not so much like playing wise, but tone wise. Like I love that guy's tone. on like the Goat Snake records that he did.
Yeah.
And like Sun is like just an insane band. Love to see those guys. But like that guy's guitar tone is so sick. And it's literally, I mean, I suppose I could, but I mean, he literally just runs a rat, like a Proco rat through like a Sun Model T. But it's just, I mean, I don't know. It's just so thick and just has such a unique tone. I guess that's what Wino did too on like his older albums was on like the Obsessed and shit, where he would just run through a Model T and just crank the fucking gain up. And
Yeah,
just, dude, that just sound is like so awesome to me. I've been kind of chasing it through like different pedals and stuff. I just got this pedal right now. Just came in like yesterday called the Executioner, and it's kind of like what it's going for is that Sun Model T like vibe, kind of like an Acapulco Gold by Earthquaker Devices. Like they make one that's kind of that, you know, Sun Model T sound. And I'd love to just buy one, but shit, well, $7,000 to throw at a 50-year-old amplifier.
$7,000.
They're expensive. They're getting up there these days because they don't make them. They haven't made them since the fucking well, Fender bought the company, like, and then made a bunch of like reissues, but they don't sound the same. And there's a bunch of like, you know, like I wouldn't say knockoffs, but there's like a lot of, you know, like smaller amp companies that model, like clones of like that. But even those, I mean, still those are like, if you could find a good one, like, so.
Yeah, totally. For me, like I loved what got me into doom metal personally was like Dope Throne, the record.
Oh,
And
so
also
they-
at the same time, no, well, the band's sick too. The album, the band's awesome. But the record itself, by Electric Wizard,
Yeah.
like that totally opened my mind. And right before that, I listened to Born Again by Black Sabbath. And that was like, I'm not sure if you've heard that record, but it was like, it's like 80s Black Sabbath. It's after the Dio era.
Yeah, that
Ian Gillan of Deep Purple's the like singer on that. And it's like, it literally has like black metal production. Like it is like just the worst production. It's the eeriest album. And the songs are just like brutal and like just it's like the doomiest Sabbath record. So I love stuff like that. What was your introduction to doom metal?
So I think, like, for me, it was definitely Sabbath, but I remember the most memorable thing that I ever found, because when I was a kid, I used to just go on YouTube and, like, look up bands. Luckily, I was, like, fortunate enough to, like, have that, you know? And I found one day, and it's not even on YouTube anymore. It's on, like, Vimeo now. It's an Electric Wizard song. I think it's Witch Cult Today, right? And someone overdubbed it over that scene from Fantasia where Satan is like coming out of the shadows and taking over that village in the night.
Damn.
It's so fucking cool.
Witch
dude.
Cult's
Like it's the perfect like visual for that song ever. And I remember like watching that and just thinking like, holy fuck, like people other than Black Sabbath like make this music, like we're allowed to like do what Sabbath did. We're allowed to rip them off because these guys did it too. Fuck yeah.
Oh, dude, yes. The first doom band other than Black Sabbath that I got into was probably Goat Snake. And
Nice.
I don't even remember how the fuck how does one find Goat Snake? Like, I think I was probably at a seat. I don't even know. Like, I think maybe my buddy Travis might have. My buddy Travis is a wicked metalhead. We've been like best friends since like high school. And this is when, you know, he still lives in Oklahoma, but I used to live in Oklahoma with him. And like, we lived together. We would just go on the weekends. We would spend hundreds of fucking dollars. Like, we'd spend almost our whole paycheck at fucking Hastings, dude, just buying CDs and stuff and just checking out different bands, buying so many. Like, how many times have you heard that? Oh, I bought this because it had a cool album cover. That's my fun leftover crap.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, this thickest album cover I've ever seen in my life. I've never heard of Choking Victim. This is how I found those bands and shit. And I think one day, how the fuck, I think my buddy Travis might have said something to me like, you should check this out if you like, you know, like that kind of shit. You're into Sabbath and stuff like that. These guys play wicked slow too. And like I bought, it was, I think, an EP. It was their like EP with the fucking big goat on it. It was sick, dude. Fucking the first song on that fucking album is so fucking slow and just heavy. It's just brutal. I was like, holy shit, dude. Like it's fucking, just your typical fucking just Doom song. Like if you had, like you got to show somebody Doom music with 5 songs. Like I think that, like I'm trying to think of the name of the song too as I'm explaining this. I'm like, that's got to be one of them. Like if you had 5 songs to show somebody, like this is Doom.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I would assume you gotta have, Black Sabbath song on there. You gotta have Funeralopolis on there.
Yeah.
You gotta have fucking some Goat Snake on there. And it's just like, bro. And then from there, The Obsessed right after that. I mean, for lack of a better word, obsessed with The Obsessed. Fireball Ministry, that was another one that I was like super into. Fireball Ministry, fucking The Obsessed had like a grip on my life at the time. I bought a fucking Black Dean Flying V so I could be like fucking Jimmy Rhoda from Fireball Ministry.
That's awesome.
It was like my first electric guitar was a Dean Flying V, dude, all black.
That's sick. Yeah, mine was a Gibson SG just because of Iommi.
Hell yeah.
Just because, so sick. I don't know, man. Like the thing is, it's so cool, and yeah, like I feel the same way. Where it's like this is like if Black Sabbath's sound was evolved. It's like when I discovered that stuff, dude. If I was like Rick Rubin, like making 13 with Black Sabbath, instead of like ruining it, what I would probably do is I would love to see Iommi, and like I would love to see that. Just like, because it's like we're never gonna top the first like 10 albums or whatever, with 13. So it's like, why not just like have Tony? It's like, listen, Tony, I'm gonna give you like 8 pedals, and just have him like almost like his take on like Electric Wizard's tone and stuff. I think that would have been awesome. But yeah, like we got so many awesome bands out of it. Electric Wizard, Mono Lord, I love. I'm not sure if you guys know Mephistopheles. They're kind of new. They're from Mexico, I believe.
Oh, no shit.
They have this album called Satanic Sex Ceremonies. And it's just like, it is an awesome record.
Nice.
I definitely check it out. But yeah, this has been awesome, guys. Now, what's the best way for fans and like just people in general to like keep in touch and learn more about the band?
Instagram probably is the most active of anything. Facebook kind of sucks. Facebook is, I mean, it's funny. My last band, Facebook was where to go to get a hold of anybody, because it was just so much easier back then. I feel like Facebook's changed a lot now, and it's harder. I don't know, to keep track of stuff. And I know a lot of bands that just aren't even on Facebook. So, like, if they are, I don't know how to find them. Maybe that's just me being old, not knowing Facebook. But I don't, like you mentioned earlier, Hobo Wizard, I don't think they're on Facebook.
Yeah.
I remember talking to those guys early on Instagram, and I'm like, dude, why the fuck am I gonna try fucking Facebook?
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's the same company, but like Instagram is just easier. This is easier. It's all right there. It's super easy.
Totally.
I mean, that's pretty much.
I guess that'd be the easiest way to get a hold of us.
Sick.
To one of our shows, fucking holler at your boys.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome.
I mean, Instagram's pretty much it, man. I mean, we have a YouTube channel too, but that's pretty much just like our demo shit. It'd be kind of fun to like get some shit with us just goofing off and stuff. So that'd be pretty cool.
And like a Bandcamp, SoundCloud.
Yeah, SoundCloud. We have like our demo shit on SoundCloud. But like I was saying earlier, like our demo shit isn't really us. So I don't really want to put that stuff out there too much.
Yeah.
Other than for people to just get a flavor of what you're in for, if you come out to see us. So
cool.
That like just like an idea of what's what we offer, I guess, as a band.
Yeah, our demo stuff is just Gravetripper with a drum machine.
Yeah,
really.
Nice.
Yeah, it's boring. It's definitely boring. It's not as interesting. not as. And it's like, dude, I had the first time we played at Shred City, man. Fucking Tommy comes out. And he's like, dude, yeah, God bless him, the guys. He's not doing well, but comes like, dude, your drummer's a fucking maniac. I love it. Yes. Oh, it's so fucking cool, man.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
That first show got, the second show was awesome too. Don't get me wrong, man. That was so much fun. That first show, fucking Shred City.
Yeah.
Chief. Oh.
What was the first show like for a Gravetripper? I'm curious about that.
Oh, our first show, that was Hotel Vernon.
You were at our first show.
That was oh my God, that was your first show?
That was our first show, dude. Yeah.
Did you tell me at the time that like this was the first time you guys have ever like played in like a live setting?
I don't know, man. I drank like 17 Narragansetts that night, dude.
Yeah, listen, I was drinking too, man.
I vaguely remember talking to you a little bit. I remember you came up to us and we were talking about Electric Wizard and shit.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath.
Damn, that was the first show.
Yeah, that was the first one.
I didn't realize that. Wow,
right there,
awesome.
You were right there at the ground level, bud.
I was the only doom metal fan there. It was all just like punks.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank God you were there. Thank God. Oh shit. Yeah, that's so funny,
dude. It was literally. I was shocked when you guys went up.
Street Crash listens to doom metal. She was saying something about like.
Oh, she definitely does.
Yeah.
She tries to play it with our band all the time.
Well,
like you've helped us book. You got us on that rock show, right?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
I was so fucked up that night. I shouldn't probably drank that much, but you know what? It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Dude, I literally, I can't believe it because it was like New Year's Eve, and I'm like, I have nothing better to do. I'll just find some random local show. So I'm like, all right, Slob Drop or whatever sounds awesome. So dude, so I go and I'm like the only one there. I'm like an all denim. I have like a battle vest on. I have like a Black Sabbath back patch. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, oh my God, like these are all like punks. Yeah. It's like, whatever, dude. Whatever. Like, I'll just ride the wave.
So much fun.
Yeah. And it was a blast, dude. Like everyone killed it that night. And I'm like, I'll just ride the wave, a lot of fun. So, and then you guys went up. I'm like, oh my God. It's like doom metal.
Slow.
Yeah, it was such a nice surprise.
We were all excited as fuck too. We were excited when we started playing. We played pretty fast, like not usually as fast as that night. Like I know the song we opened with. I remember going back and like seeing like the stories or whatever that were shared on our Instagram. I'm like, oh, you're playing that pretty fast. We try to play it real slow and like. We try. It's like a real slow, punishing song until we have like a little. It's funny. For the longest time, we didn't play the middle section too. It was like a whole song's like fucking 9 minutes long. It's long as shit. But we haven't played the song in its entirety until we got this guy. So now we got this. We can actually play these songs all the way through now because it's like I can't sit here and play the same riff. I mean, I can. Don't get me wrong. I'll play it all fucking night. Same riff all night. Don't get me wrong. We did that at Lone Wolf. We played Funeralopolis for like 20 minutes, dude. It doesn't have one riff. We didn't even play the whole song. We just played the riff. It's like 20 minutes.
I work at this bar in our town, right? And it's like it's the only like dive-ish bar. It's really not a dive bar at all, but it's like the shittiest bar in town. They're only the latest, right? And like the owner's a wicked cool dude, and he digs metal and stuff. And I've been bugging him forever, like, dude, let my metal band play here. You should let my metal band play here. And one night he's finally like, okay, like, yeah, you guys can play here. And we set up, dude, and it was so fucking loud in there. It was so fucking loud. Well, like we take so many people out of that bar, dude. There's like a whole group of like big like bro dudes. They all walked in. They were there for like 5 minutes. I fucking left. It was fucking awesome.
I had my amp on my 9.5, dude. Like,
Damn.
Yeah, I was running that poor fucking thing, dude. You could smell it across the room, dude. That amp was fucking harder than sound. Dude, that thing was fucking bro, like it was fucking dude, it definitely earned its keep that night. It was bad. It was so much
That's
fun.
awesome.
Through our set too, my coworker was like, is there any way you guys could get like a little bit quieter?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, sure thing.
But the drums were so loud because the acoustics are really weird in that building. So it's like the drums just like as soon as he started playing, it was like, whoa, dude, those are loud. Holy fuck. And we practiced loud. We practiced real loud. And that was surprising how loud the drums were.
Wow.
Like, oh shit. So I'm like sliding over to my amp right quick. I'm like bumping it up from like a fucking 6.5, 7 to the 9, 10.
Nice.
Yeah, we're not playing there again.
Damn.
We were evicted.
Yeah, that was a one and done. That was a one and done. So that night too, we were booked at a show in at Charlio's in Montpelier to play with some other punk bands, and it was like a blizzard or some shit. Not really a blizzard, but I think we got like 9 inches of snow, 10 inches of snow
It was
that
all
night.
slush.
It was really
Wow.
fucking shitty weather. So I was like, man, we just as a group decided we can't risk it to drive all the way out there. Street Trash was supposed to play that night too, and they didn't. They were like, because I think they're coming from like Manchester or some shit. They're like, we can't.
Are they from Manchester?
I think so.
No
They're like somewhere around there. I think Southern New Hampshire, Northern Massachusetts, somewhere around that area. But they had a long drive ahead of them too. So yeah, we didn't feel as bad to have to bail out on that. So we just went and stayed in local town and fucking blew the roof off that place.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Nice. What's the worst gig you guys have ever done?
that one.
Was that the worst?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might have been the worst.
Yeah, it was the worst one.
Yeah.
By far. The sound sucked. It was just fucking. Yeah, it's just this.
Damn.
It threw me off so bad. Like just being as loud as we had to be, and just fucking. But I mean, it was still fun. Don't get me
It
wrong.
was like
it wasn't.
a glorious shit show for
Yeah,
sure.
it
It was a glorious flaming turd.
Yeah, brutally fucking awful. Yeah. So I mean,
It was nice to like piss off all the boat shoe people in our town.
yeah.
It
I'm sorry, I'm not here playing fucking.
was like a teenage
Dan
dream
Fogelberg.
come true, man.
Yeah.
There was another time I used to do a lot of folk punk stuff, and I was good friends with this dude who ran like a high-end restaurant in town, and they had this boat called the Winnie Bell, and they do a booze cruise on
the
it,
booze
right?
cruise.
So they hired me. They paid me $300 to go play on it, which that's the most money I ever made playing music
Nice.
ever.
Usually what I charge for a
And-
solo gig.
Yeah, as I was super hot out, right? I show up, and at the time my hair was all fucking. I looked like Robert Smith from The Cure. My hair was all fucked. Standing up. I looked like a fucking psychopath.
Maniac.
And I remember like get on the boat, and it's all old people. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fucking fantastic, dude. So I set everything up. And I'm like getting ready. I grab a couple drinks, I make sure I look real fucking crazy and all sweaty. And I go into the mic. I'm like, is everyone ready to get fucking weird tonight? Crickets, man, crickets. Awesome. But the best part was like they couldn't escape.
What are you gonna do? Jump off the side of the boat?
Yeah, it was like a punk rock dream, man.
Oh, it's so funny. Like
That's
I go out
awesome.
to the place he works just to fuck with Mark, dude. Like that guy's so fucking. I hope you play something I know, unless you like Snoop Doggy Dogg. But yeah, no luck, no such luck.
That was a sick gin and juice cover.
Yeah, I just play gin and juice on the acoustic guitar and like sing it instead.
Oh,
of
that's
like, rap.
amazing.
Well, look, fuck, man, I go up there and I'll try to fucking play like I'll do like folk songs. Like I wrote a bunch of like I'm into so many different kinds of music. So like I have a bunch of like folk type like bluegrassy country songs that I did. And I'm up there and I'm like trying to fucking play this shit. And he's just like sitting there like, oh, can I play with you? I'm like, no, fuck, dude, no. No, it doesn't sound like I'm playing something that I want you playing Pink Floyd to, dude. No.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. And it's just like annoying. Like I was checking out the guy, John, that like runs it or whatever. He brought this sick Les Paul P90s on it. I'm like, mind if I play a little something on that? And he's like, yeah. I'm like sitting there. I was a big Reverend Horton Heat guy, so I was playing Reverend Horton Heat song. And what did he say? Something about fucking, what's it called? You like Led Zeppelin? I'm like, where are you going with this, dude? Like, oh, because that's what you're playing. I'm like, no, I'm playing Reverend Horton Heat, dude. And if you want to get fucking technical about it, it's just 12-bar blues. And Led Zeppelin didn't invent that, you dumb fuck. Like,
Idiots.
how many Robert Johnson songs do those guys fucking rip off, dude? Like, all of them. Dude,
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck your fucking fetish with Led Zeppelin. Like, sorry.
Yeah. No. Well,
I love Led Zeppelin. Don't get me wrong.
Well, you bring up a pretty good point, because that's, Jimmy Page ripped off so many blues musicians. And even there was that whole trial with Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, yeah.
Too. Yeah.
You like that original song of that? You heard it? It's like fucking
yeah, it's by the band Spirit.
Yeah,
and
dude.
they literally opened for Led Zeppelin before Zeppelin 4 came out. So it was like, it wasn't like it was some random coincidence. It's like, wow, the stars kind of aligned for that.
Dude, can you imagine
I don't know.
the guys that fucking wrote that song and hearing it on the radio? Oh yeah, dude, I love this song, dude. Like,
Yeah. Dude, this song's right up my alley, dude. I love it.
Like I wrote this.
Yeah.
When are my royalty checks coming in, dude? It's fun. Come to find out.
Well, guys, it was awesome to have you guys on the show.
Thanks for fucking.
Do you guys have any merch or any lighters you guys sell?
No.
Rolling paper.
No, we're slowly working on it.
Well, that's another thing we're slowly working on. We're trying to.
We got free stickers.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Oh, they're actually kind of cool stickers.
They're pretty cool. Yeah. We got some cool stickers.
Yeah, shirts will be coming. We're just in the process of getting the screen right now. We just got to get the fucking screen. That's all we want is just the screen, so then we can fucking do our own shit, our own shirts. We can just print our own shirts and just like in long sleeves, baseball tees, all that shit, sweatshirts.
That's the move, man. DIY that.
Yeah,
that's the move.
Just fucking do them all, hang them up in the fucking
DIY.
Dude, yeah.
Listen to some gutter punk shit while we make them, dude.
Fuck yeah. It's just we've been playing with so many punk bands. We should do a punk cover or something, you know?
Yeah.
Do like Alcohol by Gangrene.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should like take a punk song and like just slow it down, like completely translate it.
But dude, it's gotta be something gross, dude. Like something stupid and like it's ridiculous. Like some like fucking
yeah, I'm trying to think.
Shit, dude. Like smoking crack or something, dude. I love that shit.
Like some like Gigi Allen song or something.
Yeah. Like, dude, I dig that kind of shit. There's this country band called Hellbound Glory. That's like all it, dude. That's like they sing about like smoking crack and shit, dude. Just being degenerate gamblers and just fucking just being low lives, dude. It's awesome. Such fucking wild shit. Yeah. Yeah, the song Hellbound Blues. That's another one I sang there too. I'm like yelling it, dude. Like fucking the song just starts off about like fucking snorting lines of coke wider than the Ku Klux Klan and shit. Like, dude, it's so fucked, bro.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
Yeah, like why not? You know, there's so many, like, might as well. You play with a lot of punk bands. I think that'd be a funny thing.
Yeah.
You know, cover like a Black Flag song or something.
Yeah.
But like slow it down,
I brought that
buzz it up.
Six-pack. Like I was talking about doing like a six-pack with like that sick fucking like Black Sabbath like groove. You know, it's like real slow.
That'd be so sick, actually. That'd be sick.
I have to do it.
Yeah, we should do it.
That would turn some heads. That would definitely turn some heads.
Just fucking screaming that shit. Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for coming on. You know, we keep talking. Yeah, I appreciate it so much. Follow them on everything. I'm Brandon Battick, and this is Disturbing the Priest.